All right. Well, I do see we're at about 8 minutes after, and if I see anybody join in, I'll click them in as we go along. I am going to get things rolling here, and we'll record this as I always do for YouTube, our YouTube channel. I'm going to start with our normal announcement that all of our meetings are an environment of education and awareness and are not an open market for the sale, purchase, or distribution of cannabis. We do not encourage or condone illegal behavior of any kind. Welcome everybody that's here or watching online later on. I will start off our agenda tonight pretty much how I always do, is begging a little bit, looking for volunteers and coordinators in the area. Oh, I see Jolie's coming on in here.
I believe Susan's coming on as well.
Okay. Hi, Jolie. Yeah, I'll start with that. As always, we are always looking for volunteers. I've got about 9 areas around the Charleston area I'd like to have different coordinators for. We have actually locked in one coordinator. I think we have 2 or 3 that have kind of come and gone in the meantime. And I do see that Gary is not logged on with us at the moment. Also, volunteers to help in collecting the signatures. And I'll mention a little bit of new news down below as far as our coming events. But we definitely do need some help in collecting signatures out there, whether you're out there with us when we're out on the side of the roadway or some of the locations that we have coming up, or if you'd like to print out the petition for yourself and just go around to your friends and family and have them sign. We do ask that you read the initiative guide that is on our website in the in the Decriminalize Charleston section. There's a link to it, and also on our Facebook volunteers page in the files section there is a link to the initiative guide. In this particular time, we're asking you to read, like, especially pages 8 through 10 on the signature collection portion of it. Later on, we'll have you read in the back a little bit more on the get out the vote portion as we get out there and start to encourage people to vote once we get this on the ballots. And as always, when we point down here, I'll put those links somewhere down here as we post these up to YouTube, and also down in the comments below on our YouTube channel. That's it for my begging for volunteers at the moment. The next thing I'm going to do is I have done, hey, there's Chad. Hang on, I'll let him in here. Awesome. Welcome, Chad. How you doing? Oh, I see we've got mics off there. Okay. Where was I as Chad came in? Oh, done begging for volunteers and coordinators at the moment. I did want to bring up again, as we've talked in the past couple of meetings, sign making. Lots of fun little signs, and actually I'm finding as I post pictures of these out to either Instagram, Twitter, or our Facebook page, these seem to get a little bit more activity and notice than just a post with a generic photo or something, or even our clipboard photos. We have still about 5 or 6 5-packs of poster board. We've made most of the signs just with kitty paints and markers that we picked up at Walmart for, $5 or $10, I think, for the whole batch, and I think $5 more or less for some stencils, because my artistic abilities are fit in at that kitty range. But anybody that wants some of the poster board, you can come pick some up and make some signs on your own, or we definitely don't mind having a sign making party here at my home. With that said, sign making parties always include some movie watching time. We have Weed the People here right now, one of the newest documentaries on cannabis in the industry and what's going on. And I haven't watched it yet, so I can't tell you much more than that. But not only will we be making signs and chit-chatting a little bit about the decriminalized process, we can get a little education from some of the documentaries that I have here on the project. So again, if you're interested in volunteering, I will put the links down below for our email address. Email us at lowcountrynormal@gmail.com. Let us know that you'd like to come on out and participate in our sign making. And again, getting involved with the volunteering. With that mentioned, I also see over here to the side of me, on the back of a backpack, I have, oh, cool, somebody else is coming in. Click that button. On the back of my little backpack here, I have clipped one of the signs so that as I'm out and about, I sort of have one clip to the front of me, one clip to the back. I look like the guy with the sandwich board, you know, hawking whatever products out there. As a matter of fact, yesterday, about a block from my home, a local state senator had an event at a local restaurant. So I went up and I marched up and down the sidewalk for about an hour and a half in front of the restaurant with my backpack and another sign hanging off the front. I had a metal hand truck. I had a couple of signs magneted to that. So I had about 4 signs out there, 4 or 5 signs out there with me. And also you may notice on the side of my backpack, I have a donation tin. And that's what I'm really here to talk about at this moment is if any of y'all locally have some of these little oatmeal tins or something similar that we can cut out, slap a little label on and make some donation tins for our folks while they're out there in the field, we could use them. My wife has actually stopped eating this particular oatmeal product, so I don't have access to these tins anymore. So I'm looking for some donations of little cans, tins, something that we can make some donation tins out of. Great example, I was out on the side of the road the other day, no parking lot even on the park that we were at, but it was adjacent to an IHOP restaurant. So folks were pulling around, parking in the IHOP, and a couple folks came over, saw the little tin on the table and said, here, let me put something in there. And as I looked later, one of them had stuffed a 20 in the tin. And that's definitely helpful for the cause on getting things done out there and getting some of these signs and other things that made covering our printing costs. So oatmeal tin, something like that, I would appreciate it. And I did briefly mention donations. Yeah, if anybody can donate, was willing to donate, we could always use a couple of dollars to help us with defray expenses. Again, visit our website. There is a donate page there. You can go right through our PayPal and make a donation, or find us out at one of our upcoming locations. Finally, getting to some of the exciting stuff here. We have 2 upcoming locations on the calendar right now. First upcoming location is Ellis Oak Park here on James Island, Saturday, April 13th. This is the same park we were at about a week ago. 8 a.m. to roughly about noontime. You can park at the IHOP, or if you're volunteering, we actually ask you to park at the Lowe's and walk just a little bit further so we don't fill up IHOP's parking lot too much. Leave that for the folks that want to pull in and sign our petitions. So that's Ellis Oak Park on Ellis Creek Road here on James Island, Charleston, South Carolina, April 13th. It's a Saturday morning, 8 a.m. I'll be there. Bring your own coffee, please. The other thing is 420, April 20th is just under 2 weeks away. We will have a signature collection event at Low Tide Brewery. It's one of the craft breweries over the next island over on John's Island. I believe they're still technically City of Charleston. They may or may not fall within the line. We plan on being there starting at 4 p.m. Excuse me one moment, folks. Starting at 4 p.m. and probably running through most of the evening. They're open till midnight. My age, I don't know if I'll actually be there quite that long. I believe they're going to be donating some proceeds from a green beer that they serve on 420. So we have some donations coming in that way. I will have t-shirts available for Lowcountry NORML, pins, stickers, some fun stuff like that. And I'm assuming we'll probably do some giveaways while we're there of some of those merch items. But the big important thing is we will have all 3 petitions there, all the Decriminalize City of Charleston, Decriminalize Town of James Island, and the Decriminalize City of Folly Beach. We'll have petitions for all 3 of those there with us. That's again April 20th, 420, Low Tide Brewing on Maybank Highway on Johns Island. Come on out and see us there. Beer specials. I'm not sure what else is going on at this point. This is sort of a last minute thing we've been putting together with them. But we look forward to seeing you there. That is really the, I was going to say that's really all the news I have, but there is one other big piece of news that I do want to mention. Thursday morning at starting at 8:30 a.m. live on the Bridge 105.5 radio, we will be interviewed and be discussing our decriminalization project. At the same time, 98 Rock will be recording the interview and playing it on their, I believe, afternoon show later on with one of their other DJs. So very excited to share the word that we are getting a little bit of media attention here, and we're going to be on the radio in a couple of days. And I've been told I've got the perfect face for radio, so I'm excited about this. You can actually go to their website, the Bridge 105.5, and then listen live wherever you are. So I see some of our friends out there from Ohio are on with us tonight. They can log on and listen as well. Matter of fact, I was telling a Pennsylvania friend that we were going to be on. He called me later, goes, "Oh, I've already found the website, man. What time are you going to be on there?" So we are excited to start spreading the word out there, and I really hope that helps us build up our volunteer base and gets the signature drive going. Little news of the week before I kind of sign off here. Let me check time. Oh, we're doing okay time-wise. Little news of the week here. One of the bigger events here in the Charleston area is the Cooper River Bridge Run. It is a run across the Ravenel Bridge. It's a 2.5-mile span. Very cool bridge. My wife and I have walked it a couple of times. We were in the bridge run last year. Signed up for it this year, but decided not to actually participate in the run. There's a 5K and a 10K, and to be clear, I'm not a runner. We walk the slowpoke walk, but instead I decided to put on my little backpack, sandwich boards front and back, grab my donation tin and a whole bunch of clipboards. Went down to the end of the race wherever all the racers were finishing up, and thousands of folks from around the world actually participate in this event. Stood there on the side of the road for a while near a little bit away from the finish line, but not too far, and was very happy to be getting thumbs up from the racers as well as the folks in the crowd. And then people in the crowd actually stopping me, seeing the signs, going, "Hey, I need to sign your petitions over here." There were a lot of folks that were nearby communities wanted to sign. Unfortunately, they weren't actually residents of any of the 3 communities that we were signing, so I did have to turn a few people away and promise them that we are coming their way as soon as we're fully underway with these and get a couple of them already, on the ballot. We will get some new petitions together for their communities as well. So we are coming for everybody in Charleston County. Watch out, we're coming. And I think that was about the biggest news. I did mention the senator at the restaurant last night, and those were my 2 big outings this week. But otherwise, that's about all I have tonight. If anybody else wants to chime in or anything, I see everybody's pretty much muted here, but you're welcome to unmute yourself and say hello. I don't know what I did. I pushed the wrong button. Don't see anybody now. Ah, there we go. I'm going to unmute all. Well, at least I got most of them.
You unmuted me. It made me signal for it.
All right, there we go. I think I got everybody, but I see Jolie's not unmuted at this point yet. That way, here we go. All right. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, we're really excited about the radio bit. I saw a bunch of smiles as I started talking about it on the video here from you all, so I appreciate the support of you all coming on and joining me tonight. I am going to kind of end this in just a couple of minutes, because our half hour is ticking away like moments from now. But if you get a chance, tune in Thursday morning, 8:30 at the 105.5 The Bridge here in Charleston, South Carolina.
And are you going to post that link to this so it's easy access for people to find, or are you going to have your own post for it?
I am going to be making a post on our Facebook page on where it's going, announcement that it's upcoming, and I'll make sure that there's a link to the website on there. And once you get to the website, it's right in the upper right-hand corner. It says "Listen Live," so it won't. It is.
I turned this on. I'm in a
Okay.
breakfast meeting, girl.
I'm going to call it quits then for the evening, and I'll process this through, get this up onto our website or onto our YouTube channel in a day or so. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody back here again next Tuesday, 8 p.m. sharp. Thanks again for attending. Have a great night, y'all.
Thanks, Scott. Have a blessed evening. Bye, Chad.